Coming up, it's an AFC clash. The Texans look to make it 6 wins in their last 7 against the Bills. But things have changed since their 2020 wild card win over Buffalo. It's week 4, and it's next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got. And they both wanted to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Looking deep now for Amendola. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back when we to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The numbers for White a week ago: 13 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll look to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one wide.
Read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the offense getting set to take over the football here early on in the game, first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Come on
Jordan Akins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
He praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to shake him off. Throw complete right side to Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run with White. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We get things started.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think partly you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on ours.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an...
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.